Well, it's Monday. Y'all know what time it is. Let's get into it. Hey guys, Ryan with Golf Carts Modified bringing you another Questions of the Week. This week we're going to be hitting on a topic that gets brought up quite a bit. That's going to be shocks on your golf cart. Stick around. Let's get into it. Alright, so a question that gets brought up on the page all the time is, hey, what's the replacement shock do I need for this cart? Do I need shocks? Who runs shocks? You know, what shocks can I go get at the auto parts store? So guys, let me lay this out for you. Unless you have a Yamaha G29 or a golf cart that has coilovers in the back and not leafs, I don't run shocks on any of my carts for a number of reasons. One being is I normally put an AC kit in mine, and that big motor just really takes up a lot of room, and I don't want to have to mess with clearance issues. The other thing is you don't really need them. They make your cart ride like a tank. They're not really like a gas shock like you would find on a car. They're more of a dampener than anything. Now guys, with the Yamaha, you have to, because your cart is set up on coilovers. So you don't have a choice. It's kind of hard to convert a Yamaha to leafs. So anyways guys, most people, when they put a back seat kit on their cart, run a heavy duty leaf pack. Well, if you put a heavy duty leaf pack and a shock on there, it's really gonna ride stiff and you're not gonna enjoy it. Most of my carts, I normally put heavy duty leaves on everything because, 300 pounds. I normally have quite a few people on my cart, so I gotta have the load on it. Anyway, I get people ask all the time, what coilovers should I put in the back? Guys, if you have leaves on the back, don't run coilovers on the back. You're running 2 sets of springs. It's gonna be rough. You're not gonna like it. I've had one guy, somebody put coilovers on the rear and on the front, and they were too tall, and the spring rate was too stiff, and the cart skated around like it was on ice. It's because the suspension was in full lockout. It had no resistance, or I should say no resistance. It had no movement. So when the cart's rigid, it's gonna be a horrible ride. So let me show you these HD leafs that I'm talking about. We'll jump into that real quick. All right, so here we have a cart that I'm building for a customer. And as you can see, we got a brand new set of Mods TXT heavy duty leafs on it. You guys, if you look closely, you can see you have your main leaf, you have a second leaf, and then you have an overload leaf. So if you have all 3 of those on there, there's really no need to run shocks. Nowadays everybody's going to a bigger motor, trying to get more speed out of there. By the time you get the rear end in here, the shock, there's just really not a whole lot of room, and they're not really needed. Used to, the Easy Goes didn't even come with shocks, so at least not on the rear. Now, when I say they didn't come with shocks, don't everybody be like, well, they got shocks on the front. Yeah, I realize that. So, like I said, unless you have a Jake's Long Travel with coilovers up front, you really don't need them. Yeah, they look cool. I'm not gonna lie, I like the way they look. But are they needed? No. Are they gonna help performance-wise? Probably not. So, I still got a lot of work to do on this one. Yay. Now guys, just because I showed you an Easy Go doesn't mean that that's Easy Go only. When I had my Precedent, I didn't run rear shocks on that one. When I've had any of my DS's, I didn't run rear shocks on those. If you're gonna lift a DS and you're gonna put a big 5K AC motor in it, you're gonna have to relocate your shocks anyway. So, like I said, guys, especially if you're running an HD leaf, you don't need them. I've even built some of the carts for some of the other stuff that I've done where I didn't have HD springs, and I still didn't run a shock. It's just, you're gonna get a much better ride without that shock in the back. They ought to change the name of the shock to just a golf cart dampener, because that's basically all it is. If you've ever taken a stock one and push it in, it doesn't retract out. It's just I wish I had a stock one here to show you, but I throw all mine in the trash because I don't use them. Well guys, thanks for watching. Like I said, We're gonna drop these every Monday. These are short, sweet, to the point, just little stuff that we pick up that we can bring to you, maybe help y'all out. I hope I answered any questions about if you need to run rear shocks or anything like that. Yes, if you want to run a rear shock, you can still run a rear shock. I'm not telling you you don't have to. So, okay, so now that we've hit on the back, let's talk about the front real quick. Guys, shocks are pretty common on every golf cart website. You can find them from Amazon to Golf Carts Modified. Just about anywhere. All you got to do is go in and type whatever cart you have: Easy Go Electric, Easy Go Gas, Club Car Precedent, Club Car DS, Yamaha G29, 2022, there's a lot of G's. Anyway, guys, if you do have an older cart and you're restoring it, it's always a good idea to go ahead and replace your front shocks. There are automotive shocks that you can buy. Monroe does make some shocks that fit the Easy Go and fit the Club Car. You have to I'll try to find the link for you. There's a few places where you can cross over. If you're going to run an air shock, the Easy Go takes a Monroe MA705, and then I'll see if I can't get all the link. One of our members on our page actually posted up a air shock link on our Facebook page, and it goes over all of the different air shock configurations you can run on the Club Cars, you can run on Easy Goes, you can run on pretty much whatever. He's got quite a few of them in there. So if you're not on our Facebook page, there's a reason to go check it out. I will try to get as many links as I can to some of this stuff, guys. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of different carts. So, yeah. Shocks. Who knew, right? I mean, come on. And shocks. Dampeners. Whatever you want to call them. I ain't calling them a damn shock. You know, I did this video and I didn't even think about it that the Project Soundwave has shocks on it. Air shocks. Yeah. Not running no regular shocks. As always, go modified. Later. It's stiffer than I thought. Nope, I can't do it. Oh, it moved. I got it to move like maybe an inch.